So yeah, we're gonna talk about why I'm back. We're gonna talk about where I'm taking this channel or what direction I want this channel to go to. And I'm gonna get ready while I'm doing all of this chit-chatting. And that's it. First, what am I gonna do? So my face is already primed and whatnot. I'm gonna get ready because I need to go out and do some errands. So my face is primed already. I moisturize. I put all the good things on my face. Sorry, I have eye cream and I'm just pressing it in a little further to diffuse it. My lips are super chapped. So give me one moment. I'm gonna get a lip gloss or lip balm. Actually, it's a Too Faced. It's a Too Faced lip injections. I love it to prime the lips before applying anything else. So here it is. So I'm gonna do a bit of an intro, just talking about who even am I, right? Who even am I? That's $1 million question. Like I said, my name is Janette. I started this channel, well, first of all, my YouTube account. I opened it since 2012, if I'm not mistaken. So I have my account since 2012. Ooh. And this is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm just dotting it. So I've had this YouTube account since 2012, but I didn't post anything. I mean, I just made the YouTube account so that I could watch videos on YouTube. And it's been there since 2012 in about, what would it be, 2016? So 17, 18. So about 3 years ago, 2-3 years ago, that's when I uploaded my first videos, which were all makeup tutorials, makeup videos, makeup related videos. And the reason I did that is because I've always been super interested in beauty, specifically makeup. So I watched a lot of beauty YouTubers and beauty videos. This is where I'm making up like this. I'm gonna put this concealer out. Ooh. And if the lighting's a little off, it's because I'm just in front of a big window, pretty much. And it's pretty gloomy outside, so you're not going to get a lot of lighting right now. But I work with what I got, you guys. I work with what I got. The fade, oh my goodness. But, so I watched a lot of beauty YouTubers. And I was sort of inspired to share my own tips and tricks on makeup with others, and that's where I kind of wanted to go with the first videos that I created. However, this time around, and the reason why I'm back is because I found YouTube to be my own creative little hub, creative little space, and that's sort of how I want to keep this channel. So I'm not gonna, pretend to be one of those experienced YouTubers. I don't have a lot of equipment. I'm pretty much, my setup here is just the camera right there and my laptop in the bottom so I can see if I'm in focus. And I'm sitting down here in my living room. You can see the back of me. Right here's the couch. Right here's the couch, and then I have the dining table right there in the back. So I want this to be more of a casual setting. No lighting, no fancy lighting, just natural lighting and the camera. And I realized as I got older that my creativeness just started sort of fading away as I got more into the academic side of things. So I went to school. I'm still in school. And I was a very creative person in high school. I kind of want to get back into that rhythm because I was such a happy person back then. And I feel like as I got older, like I said, my creativeness just started drifting from me, and I developed more stress, more anxiety. I stopped doing the things that I loved, and I think that's the reason why. So I'm just trying to get back into the space, the mental space that I was in back in the good old days, as I always say, which to me was high school, really. High school and below, middle school, even elementary, just the playful days. It's good for you. So just back into a more positive mental state. And a big part of it is for me doing my makeup. That's looking at somebody outside. Makeup has always been a way for me to relax, and why not share it with you guys while I'm at it. So that's why I started this channel back up. Of course, I want to do more vlogs because I enjoy watching them on YouTube. So whatever I enjoy, I want to provide for everybody else as well, and just add on to that. Maybe some food, because I recently discovered my love for cooking. And yeah, just whatever comes to mind, whatever it is that people want to see these days, that I enjoy, of course. And that's why I decided to come back to YouTube after much deliberation and support and encouragement from people to just do it again. I hope at the very least that I'm able to either be entertaining to you, or just provide another space where you can just come here and relax and just forget about everything else. Like I said, that's one of the reasons why I come to YouTube, why I watch YouTube videos, and I've been more into people who have less subscribers, so not so much the big YouTubers, but to me it's a way to just focus on one thing, get my brain to focus on one thing and silence everything else that's around me that's dying for my attention. And sometimes that can lead to stress and anxiety. That's why I'm back. So I did concealer and spot conceal as well. I hope it's not too long. I love doing my makeup and taking hours, but when it comes to making a video, it's a little difficult. To keep it that long, because you still have to edit and make it short enough to not bore everybody. So this has been really what I've done for makeup these days. And that's just spot conceal and then going with foundation, or maybe I'll just spot conceal. It depends how much time I have. If I have a little time, then I'll just go in with concealer. In all the areas where I have either little blemishes or just discoloration, redness, to just even it out. I don't know if you can see the difference, but I see the difference. And so a lot has happened and has changed since the first videos that I made. And I took those videos down for a few personal reasons. I regretted that decision right afterwards. But now I'm kind of thankful that I did. Just because I want this channel to go maybe in another direction. Like I said, it's a more relaxed setting for me now. And so at the time when I was filming, I was in a different city. First of all, I was in my hometown. And I'm originally from Laredo, Texas. So it's a border city, small border city. And that's where I grew up. That's where I grew up in Laredo, Texas. I went to high school there. Right after graduating from high school, I moved to Houston, Texas so that I can pursue my bachelor's degree, which I did. So I was in Houston for 4 years. I went to the University of Houston, shout out and go Cougs. Went to the University of Houston. I got my bachelor's degree in liberal studies. And then, at the time, I was in a relationship that I had been in for the longest of times. It was a really long relationship. It was a 12-year-old relationship, which I'm really glad that it ended. So I was in a relationship. I graduated from U of H. I got my bachelor's, and then I decided to move back to my hometown, to Laredo, Texas. Sorry if I go back in, it's because I'm reaching. So I'm grabbing a little bit more concealer. So I moved back to Laredo, Texas. I was looking for a job. In the meantime, since I had nothing better to do, apparently, I decided to start my YouTube channel. So much for spot concealer. I'm kind of going everywhere. Okay. I'm just gonna go over the concealer that we put here in a minute. So that's sort of where it all began, just for a way to keep me busy and do something that I like at the same time while I was looking for a full-time job. And then I got a full-time job at a law office, so that's where I stopped doing my YouTube videos and just concentrated on that. And I was there for 2 years until I took the LSAT for law school. I applied to law school, I got accepted to law school, and now I'm back in Houston, Texas, thankfully. And not only am I back, but I also got married. So I ended the 12-year relationship and met the love of my life and got married pretty much within a couple months. So that's a whole crazy story on its own. I'm super happy, and now I'm back in Houston, Texas, because again, I go to school here. I'm currently in law school, and that's a whole nother enchilada as well to talk about. So I'm back here in Houston, and I love it. We got a new apartment, obviously. I live here with my husband, and now I only got married through the courts. So I only had my civil wedding, and now I'm planning a religious wedding, which will happen mid next year, so in 2020. That's coming up soon. So I also have a lot of planning to do on top of everything else that I have to do for school. That should be fun, right? So I'm planning on maybe sharing some of that here on the tube. I don't think I'm gonna do a very complicated eye look today. I kind of just want to get ready and get out the door because, like I said, I do have some errands to take care of. I'm taking my foundation. This is a Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I am in the shade Light Beige. And I'm gonna use the most underrated beauty tool of all times right now, which is my fingers, to just apply it all over. And then I'll set it with a brush. I'll set it with a setting powder using a brush. So I just put it in the back of my hands, and I grab my fingers and I just dot it. Ooh, can you hear that? If you hear my stomach, I'm sorry. So I just kind of apply it all over. Using my fingers. Why do I use my fingers, you may ask? Like I said, I feel like the fingers are the most underrated beauty tool. Everybody loves using a sponge or a brush, but I personally like the way that your fingers warm the product and just blend it seamlessly into the skin. Push my hair back. And so I've been using my fingers lately, and I also like the way that it blends, because I don't get a real full coverage out of using my fingers, and this, I believe, is a full coverage foundation. And I've been more into natural looking skin. I don't care to cover every single one of my blemishes or anything like that. I just want even skin, as even as it can get. Okay, so my camera died, and I just put in a new battery, but pretty much I set my whole face, and I did a little bit of eyeshadow. Well, it's not really eyeshadow. I used a bronzer to put all over my lid as a base color. I'm not gonna go into a detailed explanation of what I did, because this is more of an introductory video. I just wanted to come in here, talk to you guys, say that I'm back, say why I'm back, say where I'm headed with this channel, and get ready at the same time because I need to run some errands. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time doing my makeup really. I put some brow gel, some Benefit brow gel on my eyebrows as well. I used the Benefit brow gel in the shade 3 on my eyebrows, and that's pretty much how I'm going to leave them for now. I'm going to jump into a little bit of contouring and bronzing using the same thing, the Chocolate Soleil bronzer by Too Faced. And this is a matte one because I believe they have a matte one that's not matte. And it's also called Chocolate Soleil, but correct me if I'm wrong. I think the bacon is done as well on my eyes. So, let me take a little brush and just, oh, I know, make the prettiest face. Bronze up the cheeks. Bronze up the cheeks. Now this face is required when you're bronzing up the cheeks, by the way. Okay, so this is how it's looking so far. I might stop there. It depends, like I said, it depends how much time I have. It depends where I'm going. It depends if I just want to get out the door and be done with it. And right now that's kind of the mood. So I think I'm just gonna apply some mascara and call it a day. Maybe some highlight. Or not. Or not. Maybe not. I don't think I'm gonna do highlight. This looks good enough. I don't look perfect all the time. Like these YouTubers make it seem like. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes. Okay, so I curled my lashes. A thing to know about my lashes is that they're pretty straight. So they go down, they droop almost. You can't really see them unless I curl them. And the only mascara that has worked for me, that has not made them, you know, heavy, because if I use a liquid mascara, they tend to fall even more. They won't curl, they won't stay up. But the one mascara that does work for me is this one, the Too Faced Better Than Sex Waterproof Mascara. So if you have the same problem as me, I recommend you try this one. And I only apply it to the base of the eyelash. Apply to the base of the eyelash and then to the top of them so they can stay up. So they can show up. I don't know if you can tell. Can you tell that they're there? They're there. I don't have much eyelash, but I definitely do have some. I hardly wear false lashes because I feel like they just take so long to put on. I never mastered the art of putting on eyelashes. So most of the time I'll just curl my own, apply this mascara, and call it a day. Well, I like how it's looking. I might do a little bit of nose contouring. I haven't mastered the art yet of nose contouring, but I keep trying. Okay, I keep trying. I'm gonna use a fluffy brush again, although some people just use a thinner brush, but I feel like this brush, if you use it right, gives a more blended look, blended nose contour. And I just go straight down. I didn't put any more bronzer, and I use the same bronzer shade, but since there was bronzer already on the brush, I'm not applying any more. I just use whatever the brush has because I don't want it to be too harsh of a contour. I don't know if you can even tell the difference. I think you might be able to a little. So I don't know if you can tell the difference, but it's there. It's a contour. I'm gonna use some of my banana colored powder and just apply it to the center as a highlight. Was there any difference? I feel like there wasn't. Okay. So the face is pretty much done. This is how I'm gonna go out. I'm not gonna spend too much time, like I said, on my makeup because I just want to be out the door and be done with it. And I'm excited. I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to film way more videos for you. And that's it. That is it. I'm just gonna apply some setting spray, actually. And I'm using the Urban Decay De-Slick setting spray. Yeah, I've been using it for a while. I love this setting spray. If you have oily skin, I recommend. I have combination skin, but it usually gets really oily on my T-zone. I usually apply this before mascara, but I forgot, so. There it is, ladies and gents. There it is. So that's it for this video. Thanks so much if you stuck around. Thank you. I hope that you found this at least a little bit entertaining, and look forward to many more videos from me because they will be coming. Also, like I said, I'm gonna do more vlogs, so maybe I'll take you guys on my shopping spree today. I'll think about it, and I'll see you next time.